want to be me? Do you want me? Like, what is it, girl? Like, what is going on and everything? And a video going around of M and J. What's up? It's your girl Kmajesticbeauty TV, and I'm back with another video. And today I'm gonna give y'all a little juicy story time of this girl who was my so-called friend give to my ex.
Damn!
Yeah, it's gonna be a long one, so make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can stay tuned whenever I'm dropping new videos. And grab a snack, girl, cause y'all, grab a snack. This is gonna be a long one. Okay, so let's get into it. So basically, a lot of people don't know this, but I used to dance real heavily, like back in my teenage years. I'll say like 18 and down, 19 and down. I still dance here and there, but I don't really take it as seriously as anymore. I used to do like competitions. I used to be part of like a dance agency and stuff, like the teen program, not the actual dance agency. But yeah, I still dance here and there. It's just like, you know, I'm into acting more now, modeling, you know, I'm going into like another route, even though dance will always be a part of my journey. I just don't do it as much anymore. But so let's get into it. So I guess you guys can know where this is coming from. So basically a little background on how me Jay met. So we're gonna call my ex Jay, and we're gonna call the so-called friend M. So basically the background on me, on how me and Jay met, I used to go to this dance studio, and I think I was actually switching dance studios because I ended up dancing at my high school, and I was still dancing at my high school, but I also went to do studio training as well, not just school. I wanted studio training as well. So I ended up going to this dance studio, and we did like competitions, and we did like, they sometimes booked us for like commercials and all that type of stuff. It was good, it was good. I've been to a pretty few dance studios. I've been to like three dance studios all my life. That's not including my school. So yeah, I've been to 3 whole dance studios my whole life. That's how me and Jay basically met, and blah blah blah. Our moms met, our moms met. They got real cool. We started doing competitions and da 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 da. You already know how that went, count feelings and boom. So then, I'm not gonna say the next studio. It was a studio / agency, but I really wasn't in the agency because I was still a teenager, and they didn't really have teens in the agency. They did, it's like a teen program, but it's not as good as the adult program, I'm gonna be honest. No, it isn't. So, because first of all, they barely took me out to a dance audition. They only took me to acting audition, but that's a whole other story. Basically, there was auditions for this studio, and we're gonna call the studio, we're just gonna call it Apple. That's what I'm gonna call the studio. So I went to Studio Apple, and they were basically having auditions to get into there and stuff. So I was telling Jay, oh yeah, like I have this audition. I'm going to Studio Apple because, you know, I heard that they give new opportunities, it's a new place and blah blah blah. So I ended up going to our audition, and I wasn't expecting Jay to come to the audition either. Honestly, I was just talking, like I wasn't expecting, because the thing is, he didn't even say he was going or anything. He just ended up doing it, and I was like, I mean, I didn't really care because I'm supportive and stuff, but I'm just like, you could have told me that you were coming and stuff like that. But that's beyond the point. That's beyond the point. Yeah. So basically, I ended up getting in. He ended up getting in, and I think at the time he was really like the only boy in the program, if not one other person or 2 other people. I'm not sure. But yeah, so we were dating a little bit for that first half. Then things happened and everything, and we decided to take a break, and we decided to like break up and stuff like that, just because things weren't going as well. It was like a maturity thing. Not only that, he was saying like things like he wanted to explore and stuff like that. So I'm just like, cool. I'm not gonna hold on to a person that doesn't want to be mine anymore. You know, like, I'm a beautiful girl. I have all these years ahead of me. So I'm gonna keep doing what Kayla does. And I'm gonna keep being me, keep being great. And I'm gonna move on because what? Know this. So each semester, like, I'll stay at Studio Apple. There's more kids and more people that come in, not kids, really teenagers. Because I was like 17, 18. Because I know it was 17, 18. No, it was 17 because I know this because I was about to graduate high school and go to college and stuff. That's why I low-key didn't even care anyway. But, so there was new kids that came in. And this is where M comes along, right? So I'm at the studio. I really keep my distance from Jay because I'm not really good with Jay. Like, I don't want to be all in that mess. I don't want to be all in that drama. So really, I'm not really talking to people because I'm becoming very, very reserved person, because it's just during a time like I'm not really trusting people. It ended up being a time like I don't really want to get close to other people. I'm about to start a whole new beginning in my life. So what's the point of getting close to people and all these people? I was nice, yes, but I still feel like there are things, which my intuition is always right. I was still feeling like there was things happening behind my back that I didn't know about. I didn't know what it was, but my intuition always told me like something was basically going on, which you'll see later. So there was this girl, M, and you know what's crazy? Like, she was actually very, very cool. She was very, very, very pretty. Like, beautiful girl. She could dance, and she was so cool. So, you know, I guess she saw me as like more of a reserved person. So she came up to me. She introduced herself. She said, hey, you know, my name is M. And I'm like, oh, hi, girl. Da, 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 da. And, you know, we followed each other's Instagram. We started getting closer as the days go, and then we follow each other's spam as well, right? So there was some like drama going on at the studio or whatever, and there was things being said, like people messing with each other, people doing things. But I'm just like, let me stay myself out of that. Let me actually stay focused on what I'm here for. Like, I'm not finna get into all that. So basically, yeah, and it's crazy because me and her would FaceTime, me and her would talk. When we're in the studio, she didn't hang around no one but me. And in the back of my head, I'm like, okay, why is there no one else hanging out with you but me? Like, is there something I don't know? And there was something I didn't know, but you know me, I like to play dumb and play like I don't know things so people could like actually expose themselves when really like I already know what you were. I just wanted to see if you were going to expose yourself. I'm that type of person, so keep your friends close but keep your enemies closer. So basically, yeah, me and her were cool. She was super cool. Then there was one day, there was one class, and I noticed that, I don't know if this is like an intuition, us girlies, I noticed, people would really think I'm crazy if I say this, but I noticed that he was looking at her some type of way. And I was like, in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, okay, like, you know, he's single, I'm single, he probably just checking girls out. I'm not really fazed by it, shit. She a baddie, I'm a baddie too, but I really don't know. I'm really not the jealous type when it comes to that, because once you're not mine, you're not mine. Go ahead, do what you want to do. So I'm just like, oh, that's just a boy being a boy for real. That's what I thought. So there was one class, I caught them staring at her for real and stuff. And I was like, okay, well, I feel like there's definitely some tension. And I would catch like little things of her staring at him, and I'm just like, okay, there's basically something I'm not knowing. And I'm basically like, okay, but why is she getting so close to me? If a lot of people know, if she knew that him and me were exes, which wasn't making sense. So in the back of my head, I'm thinking, well, she had to know that he was my ex before becoming my friend, which later on, we're gonna figure that out. So I'm just like, okay, I don't really care. Like, I'm not finna be like a bitter girl. Go ahead, do your thing, girl. Because guess what? These boys be doing it. Why can't? Go ahead. So Yeah, and then this really cool boy that I was friends with at the studio as well. And there was like a circle going on in like this little lunch table area that we used to eat at and everything. And he came to me, he told me, he said, do you know there's like a video going around of M and J? And I'm like, huh? Ain't no way, because this girl was just in my face trying to be all sweet to me and everything. And I'm just like, well, maybe, let me give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she didn't know. Maybe it's something going on, like he didn't, you know, he never told her anything like that. So I saw the video and I was like, oh. And it's crazy because during this whole time, he tried to like deny it to everyone and everything. And I was just like, oh, well, I'm basically not in this, so. And I didn't say nothing. I honestly didn't say nothing. I just kept that video in the back of my head, and I really just wanted to see if she was gonna tell me or anything. So a few weeks later, I didn't really bring it up because I didn't want to bring it up. I just wanted people to show their true colors for real. So I'm over here acting dumb, acting like nothing really happened for real. So I'm on my spam and I see her post like 2 little subliminals, and it was one little picture saying like, when he got that good, and another picture saying like, these ain't shit, da da da. And I'm just like, ooh, who's she talking about? So I'm over here, I'm like, girl, you okay? Like, I saw this post and stuff. I just wanted to make sure you were okay and everything. Like, what's going on? What's happening? And she said, oh no, this dang boy just getting on my nerves. And while I was on FaceTime with him, he was flirting with my friend and da da da. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, don't forget about that girl, like me being a caring, loving friend, like always, and I'm making sure that she's straight. And then this is when it gets crazier, y'all. Who texted my phone? It was like some random number texted my phone. To this day, I don't know if it was him or the boy that I asked a video about, but literally, someone showed me a text of Jay texting M, why are you trying to get so close to my ex? And I was like, and they showed me the number too, and it was his number, and the text said, why are you trying to get close to my ex? So I was like, dang, so this whole time, and basically she gave him a hug twice before being my friend. Like, she knew I was his ex and everything. And me and her becoming my friend was basically get back for him for something. I don't know if they was arguing. So she basically was trying to use me as a setup tool to be friends and stuff to get to his head, which is weird because, girl, you're a fucking weirdo. Why are you using me as a setup to get to his head? We're broken up and stuff, and he so-called doesn't care. So why are we even, what is this? At this point, I'm like, oh, girl, I'm gonna just confront this girl, because what, like, I just feel like it's girl code. Like, if you're messing with my ex in the first place, why are you sitting here trying to be all friendly in my face, and you know that all of that was fresh? Like, why are you trying to sit here and be friendly knowing that you was just messing with him? And the thing is, it would have been a whole different way if she would have just came to me and be like, hey girl, I want to be friends and stuff. I just want to let you know though, you know, I did do so with him, but I don't want to let that, like, you know, affect our friendship or anything. Like, she didn't tell me nothing. This whole time she knew that was my ex, and she didn't tell me nothing. She didn't say what they did. She didn't say that they did something, but she didn't know that we went out and it was a mistake. She didn't say any of that, which is cool because honestly, they both don't really owe me loyalty during that time, because that's not my thing, and then she wasn't my friend during the time. But the only thing that got to me is, why are you trying to use me and use my friendship and me as a person to get to him? When I was in a time of not trusting people, I was in a time of cutting people off, I was going through lots of things of people betraying me, and you're trying to use me to get to him in his head like that. I did not mess with it. So I had hit her Instagram. I mean, I actually called her number. No, I didn't call her number. I texted her because I don't think we could call her anything. I'm just like, hey, did you give to Jay? And I was like, no, I don't even think I said that. I think I said, girl, you're like, I think I actually went in because I'm like, girl, you're fake. Like, you didn't tell me that you and Jay did this, da 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 da. You tried to keep it a secret, and it would have been okay if you just would have told me in the beginning instead of trying to make it like some secret thing, like secret society thing. And then I showed her the text and everything, and this girl left me on scene. Then the next day, I figured out that she was like talking shit about me. She had blocked me on all her stuff and everything, and I'm just like, okay, girl, okay, this is weird. And honestly, I also knew something was up because when me and her were in the lunchroom, and he would like come up, and every time he came up, I would go downstairs because I'm just trying to like protect my peace for real. I'm trying to be the person to not get into stuff. And there would be other people but her, but I noticed every time we went up to go to the lunchroom, he would go up too. And that was really the thing that kind of really got to me for real. It's not the fact that they were doing it. It's the fact that she was using me as a friend. She didn't tell me. And it's the fact that he kind of like, it was kind of disrespectful in a way because later on, it's crazy. He's the same dude who's calling me 30 to fucking 50 times. He stopped finally because I fucking blocked everything, but called me to 30, 50 times, no caller IDs, and I'm just like, dang, like, that's crazy. And then talking about you still want to be friends. How do you still want to be friends and have a connection, but you're like doing this weird stuff that, it was just a lot, y'all. It was just a lot. And yeah, and ever since that day, she really like kept her distance. But it was kind of weird because every time I kept my distance from her, she was kind of staring at me as well. And I'm like, what do you want? Do you want to be me? Do you want me? Like, what is it, girl? Like, what is going on and everything? And they tried to deny the video, and it was just crazy. I was just like, take this as a lesson, and I'm happy I'm becoming this person that's starting to set more boundaries and everything. I think when I was a little younger, I'm an empath. I have a big heart, so sometimes people could take advantage of that. They don't really cherish it. Instead of cherishing it, they kind of tarnished it in a way. So I was already closing off, and then that had happened, which ended up closing off in general. I feel like until now, I'm actually finding the balance of trusting people, but also using my discernment at the same time. And it's crazy because at that time, I really didn't need a friend. I did really need someone because I was going through depression. I was going through hella anxiety. And at the time, I didn't need a friend, and I thought she was one, but ended up being something crazy. But I learned to just really keep it moving, keep it going. I mean, I never had got an apology from her. I don't even remember the girl name. She's blocked on everything. So yeah, that was basically the story time when my so-called friend gave her twat to my ex or whatever. Please be careful who y'all be friends with. Please be careful that people have the right intentions of becoming your friend. Don't let people use you. And also, just because certain things are happening, things change, things get better. I know all that happened in my life, but I'm in such a better place now, and I'm kind of happy that it happened to me, because if it wasn't for that situation plus other situations that happened to me in my life, I wouldn't be where I'm at now. I wouldn't be who I am now. So yeah, that was basically my story time of everything. Let me know if y'all want some more story times and story time stuff, because your girl be going through it. I'll be having things going on. I'm human, just like the rest of y'all and everything. But make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you are a part of the family. Click that notification bell, okay? Because I don't want this to be the last time we're seeing each other in this video. Like what? Definitely not, okay? So I love you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here and just being a supporter. and I will catch you in the next video.
No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours.